Hey there, smart kid. I'm Webbs. I am a software developer and a teacher, but for the sake of this, I am merely your guide. I'm here to take you on an adventure and to help you become a conservationist and an expert in the desert biome. How are we going to do that? We are going to channel our inner Steve Irwin. Who is Steve Irwin, you might ask? Great question. I'm glad you asked. First, let's talk about your adventure. How are we going to walk through this adventure? How do you know where you need to go? Well, here we go. Here's your adventure scroll right here. In order to go through your adventure scroll, you just go top to bottom and do each of the activities as you encounter them. So the first one is this document right here. And if you click on it, you can make your very own copy of your adventure scroll. And you have a whole bunch of information about Steve Irwin. You have videos, you have things you can read. What I'd like you to do is choose one or all of those, or anything in between, totally up to you. Read or watch it, and then just write down like a sentence for each of these lines and where you got that information from. That'll kind of help you keep the important things that you hear in mind. You can also write this on notebook paper and then type it in later. Totally fine. You can also go looking for your own information on Steve Irwin. Totally up to you. Just make sure that you record where you got that information from. Once you've done that, we go back to the adventure scroll and you can share what you've learned in the discussion right here. What did you learn about Steve Irwin? Answer in the discussion below. Here is the discussion. Now, Steve Irwin was really passionate about protecting animals. You're going to get an opportunity to do just that. There are birds all over the Las Vegas Valley, and you are tasked with creating a birdhouse for just one bird. You can use whatever materials you have laying around the house. Make sure you ask your parents' permission first. If you don't have anything, then you can draw a birdhouse. But we do have to know how big it is in real life, so make sure that you include something that tells us about how big your birdhouse is. You want to think about, what is your birdhouse made out of? Why did you choose those materials? What would make a bird want to choose your birdhouse? All of that information you want to make sure that you put into either a video telling us about your birdhouse. You can take a picture and then write about your birdhouse. You can take a picture and then use your drawing to record audio about your birdhouse. Whatever you want to do, whatever you have available, that's totally your choice. One option is to record a video on Flipgrid. You can use a smartphone or an iPad or a Chromebook or whatever computer you have available to you. Just hold up your birdhouse and talk about it for your audience, record it on Flipgrid, and share it with everyone else. This is a public Flipgrid. That's something to keep in mind. So anyone who sees has the ability to see this Flipgrid. It's open to anyone. It is not private. Once you've done that, you can share wherever you decided to put your link. You can, if you want to link to something you saved to your Google Drive, or you want to, share a picture, or just write about it in the discussion. In this discussion down here, I want you to share what your first birdhouse prototype was like. Share your video. Like I said, you can use something like ThingLink to take a picture and then mark little dots where you write about the important parts of your birdhouse. Totally up to you, however you want to share that. There will be more adventures yet to come, but this is just to get you started. Are you ready for your adventure?